And owner, right? Oh, that tells me a lot.
Are these people coming tonight? Yeah.
Which ones?
Oh,
Supposed to have the representative from North Engineering.
okay.
They've authorized to represent for this.
All right.
So I did some calculations for that project. In addition to copy put in. I don't know if Mr. Bailey showed up. Yes, that's John there, it's right there. We do have a representative.
Okay.
Did you hear from Doc?
Do you do a house out on 69 Pine Hill Road?
The one that's falling down?
The one that all windows broke? I have a hard time describing this. I know when I pull up to a property.
Did they just buy it?
How are you? Thank you so much.
It's got a split roof line where you're standing in the living room looking up.
What's the name?
That, Gibson, that Gibson.
Not probably not original.
Yeah, that's what well, it's murder. Somebody will meet.
Saturday. I want to go to the house that so I didn't want to go. 59 years stand.
Are they complaining about the construction?
I'll pick you up.
Where is it?
I know. Don't worry, I got one. I'm in there since then. I've been there.
One I was just in.
That's nice.
The first one, you put the hill on the right side?
Well, you turn off, and then there's, like there's 3 houses in there, you gotta go all the way up. At 69, you're going up, it's on the left-hand side.
Oh.
You pull in the driveway, it's a common driveway for one of the property. Right now, it's a big black. Got the opposite, 7 feet of glass at the opposite of the roof. Okay.
I got 2 hours, I got 2 hours for the other one. Yeah, they sent me one email. I'm gonna get it out.
Right.
So when I
can help you with something.
went to that thing and like in City Hall.
I'm not certain.
Oh, in Highland Mills.
Yeah.
Yes, I have to go back and
Did you ask them
see
for
what
something?
the owner was.
Doesn't matter, she can reach it.
Okay.
You know, I have 2 certificates. When I go in.
Person who bought it for me was Jerry Hanson. Is it a big house?
I didn't have to.
Is it a big house? Does it have an indoor swimming pool in it?
No.
Then it was a big Jerry Hanson. Ken and Mickey Minnelli.
So you have to get Brian.
Well, then Ken and Mickey was on the
That,
Did it just say?
no, they've been in there for. He's been quite a bit of work. Go back and look. It's pretty good. But it's just, it's funny now. I pulled to the house and looked at it. And pretty much dealt with built. It has a unique architecture.
Yeah, they're all.
No, they're not leaving. Oh, boy.
Let's start our meeting with pledge allegiance.
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Don Brewer,
President.
Art Christie, John Horn,
Here.
Joanne Kell. Here. Alan Steiner,
Yes.
Clifford Buffalo,
Here.
Kathy Vernon, Cindy Lee.
Everybody have their microphones on? Want you to speak up because people don't hear it on the cable. Has everybody had the chance to read the minutes?
I fixed that one,
Okay. So motion to accept the minutes?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, we'll move right into old business. Last motion in, special permit review. I'll excuse myself since I did the property survey.
Pick somebody.
Take one, oh,
No.
Art?
Alan, where are we?
I guess so.
Okay, good. That's okay.
Okay.
First thing on the is old business, West Mountain Inn,
Yeah.
special permit review. Ready?
Under the application, which really hasn't,
We have a copy of that.
New application. Yeah?
yes, I'm sorry.
This is the new application.
No, it's
That's the original.
The original, before it went to ZBA. Maps haven't changed. This is what ZBA looked at and gave variances on.
It was for change of use.
John, in this parking where you say you have apartment, there's two apartments.
Yes, one downstairs and one upstairs, correct? Correct. No. want to bring us up to speed on the ZBA's
Yeah, what happened with
decision?
that?
Sure. Did they give us a notice of ZBA is a write-up as to what they approved?
The variance,
The variance would,
as far as
where we left off was the planning board sent this to the zoning board because of the offset to the New York State Route 214. Felt as though since it was we were dealing with a different use, then they had to abide by the setbacks. And so that was short. It was 23.45 feet from the porch to the bounds of the road there. So that was the variance for that.
And also over here, 20 feet, 177. And what about the garage? What was that?
I thought we only looked for the variance for the guest cottage.
variance was granted, if you read it in section 5 of subsection 116, no building or facility associated with development, no building shall be closer than 100 feet. So they granted the variance that it could be less than 100 feet for their buildings. They didn't specifically look at one location.
All existing buildings.
All existing buildings, you know, it was, okay, you're supposed to be 100 feet, we're going to grant you that you can be less than 100 feet. So it's basically, it's not just an area variance for one particular location, it's an area variance for the application.
About the variance.
For the use, not the use variance, but what they want to use it for. So it covered all.
Area variance.
Area variance, correct.
So that's what the planning board had sent this to the zoning board for. So now we're back with the original request.
I recall in the public hearing, we were concerned about driving and parking on neighbors' property. Is there a way we can delineate the parking spaces and the driveway so that the guests know where these things are? I mean, they're on the map, they're talking about delineate on the property. Can we mark them?
On the map for you right now?
No,
or just
No,
on the ground.
property.
I think I can, yeah, if you have to.
Yeah, I thought we were going to do that. I thought you were going to put the parking spots in here, Don.
Yeah, they
You
are.
got
They're-
there.
But Alan's saying on the
Oh,
ground.
okay, I'm sorry, up here.
I'm talking about on the ground, right?
No, are you talking specifically about lines to separate them, or can I write on in front of the parking
Can
spot,
only
this is for
answer
this,
that
this is for this?
He's got a recruiter.
Well, what is their surface? Is it gravel? Is it mechanical?
That's pavement.
This is paved? So are these parking spaces paved?
No.
So this is what, gravel or grass? So only this is paved?
Correct.
So you're showing 3 parking spaces, half unpaved and half on the gravel. So some way that the people parking there will have to know where they should park. You just have that. How do they know? I mean, you're showing it on the map, but how do they know that's where they're parking?
I mean, you could place signs, this is a space, and if you space the sign to park, do the distance of a parking space, then you park to the sign, and you make the sign. That's actually one of the things I had on my list of recommendations, is parking being delineated, only so that they, you know, it would help everybody involved.
It's generally not an issue, because people usually park, but the 3 car stops that are there beside of my 2 that go in the garage, or to the side right here, that people generally park here, 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 or here, and that's never an issue beyond that. So this is more toward the town formality of it. The realistic aspect of it is that one person parks here, one person parks here, one person parks here, and if there's an extra, they park there. That's the realistic application of what's happening as far as what I'm asking for in my permit.
All right, then why is the abutting people saying that these people are turning around on their property when you're telling me they're parking all the way over here on the other side of your property?
I'm just telling you what's happening
Okay,
as the person who lives on the property. I can't speak for anyone else's speaking about what's going on.
all right, but you're saying that this never happens? Nobody turns around on somebody else's property?
The only time that has happened once
You're saying that you don't, they
Here in
haven't
the
turned on the
driveway?
property.
is if somebody was maybe turning around would accidentally, inadvertently back into Sharon's lawn right here.
Would that be due to the fact that there were too many cars in the driveway and the person couldn't get out, or?
I don't think so.
Because you have a huge piece of property here, so I
Right.
don't see why any of this, Miss Miller's property should even come into your, guess.
In my experience, it doesn't.
Okay, but, they're saying that it's happening.
Okay.
Yes, because the driveway's narrow.
I mean, you have a lot of property here for parking and turning around.
Correct.
So it's either there are too many people coming into the property at one time and parking besides these people and they're jamming this up, or it's something else, and I don't know what that is. I mean, I'm not accusing anybody, I'm just asking you.
Well,
What is it?
I don't know, because people park here, under the carport here, and then two cars, if possible, if necessary, which has only happened once, except for over the Christmas when I had people for my new baby. But there and there.
But the planning board is actually asking you, what can we do to keep people
To
from
keep them
ever,
away from here.
turning around near her property?
I mean, I'm happy to put signs that say this is private property, don't go over there. When I've been speaking with Mrs. Miller, she'd prefer not to have a fence.
I know, she said that.
So I'd like to honor that. So I mean, the best I'd be happy to put on the edge of my property that this is not the property,
Okay.
That's
It's
not-
just that I'm afraid that what's happening is that too many people are coming onto the property, and now there's not enough place for them to park.
As the person who lives there, that has not been my experience.
Okay.
But I'm happy to make any necessary, within reason, any change. I offered to build a fence there, but Karen doesn't want it, and I don't want to put one up. It's not a very friendly thing to do.
All right. Yeah, I know that she doesn't want to park here.
All right, how many parking places are required for the occupancy? Because I see 6.
8. They're allowed 2 in the garage.
Right, they need to themselves.
There's 2 in the garage.
For the-
They need a place for their cars.
Can you put that on the map for us, please? That there's 2 parking places.
The zoning board told them not to put up a fence. The zoning board told them to get that.
What is your occupancy?
I'm just gonna be
At
on
any
over.
one time? Full.
Full, including my family?
No, you're yes.
No.
We know that you're.
Put on the other, but two. Every other time.
12.
You said you had other recommendations, Juan?
Yeah. Just in answer to Art's question, we require the main portion of the house is still a dwelling. They'll require to. If you go to cottages,
Kathy Jordan.
cottage and cabin development, exactly what we're classifying this is, one for each cottage or cabin. And then if there were employees, you have to look at that, but I don't believe you have employees.
No.
So you're talking a total, yeah, 5.
This is a secret. I know, it's very, you can't hear a thing.
We'll try to speak a little louder.
That would be nice.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 designated parking spaces.
But I don't
We
see
have-
why these can't be parked.
We have 2
Two in the
I was
garage.
going to it. And we have 2 in the garage. So we have 8
Right.
total.
Parking according to code is adequate.
How many?
Parking is adequate as
Yes,
drawn.
yes, that's what I'm looking for. Yes, I see that.
That's why we're trying to figure out what we can do to keep your people off this driveway and let them smell the property. That would be the answer to the.
Utilizing the spaces as drawn.
Right.
Should reduce the
Always
problem.
using those spaces.
Right, I mean, it would be, I mean, I could absolutely solve the problem by building a fence there, but I don't like, but I mean, if I can just put a sign that says, do not go over there or something.
Well, if there was a sign when people pull in, if there was a sign
I thought you had
in this area here with an arrow saying parking, I'm suggesting if there was a sign put here with an arrow pointing to where the parking is, that people coming in would automatically park where the parking is supposed to be. Would that be?
There's just no structure, they're parking down there, is what the problem is.
Is the problem area up near the garage? Is that what people are backing up?
Is that what it's happening?
Honestly, I don't know what she's referring to. I've never experienced this happening. The one time I saw one person go was the guy who plowed my driveway, like turned around and did it. I swear to God, I have no visual experience about what's going on with that. I think maybe she's afraid that like people will walk onto that property or something.
That's all right, they're walking on everybody's property.
The public hearing is closed.
Karen, could you tell us where the people are coming in and starting to encroach on your property?
It's more when they're trying to get out of the driveway, out of their driveway, they come over onto mine, which I have a lip there, so then they get hung up and put, the tire marks and everything else. I mean, plus, I'd be responsible if something happened to their car, I'd be liable for it, probably.
Karen, I don't understand where it is though.
Could you show us on the
Have you
map
seen
yet?
this map?
Where are you referring to?
The driveway is right alongside of my front lawn.
Yes.
Right here? I just don't have any.
So
I've
they're,
never seen this.
they're in here, and there's like 3 cars here, and somebody's from the back is trying to get out, they're backing out.
This is the front of the
And
driveway?
they just happen to,
You're talking-
maybe they don't know how to drive, I don't know what their problem is.
You're
I
talking
mean,
about
there's no reason.
You're talking about the front of the driveway right here?
Right here.
Yes,
Right here, right?
Right
on my
here?
front lawn,
Right here.
and they get over into that
What about
section.
like some low shrubs or something? Would that be
I don't want any shrubs, it's another thing I have to take care of. I mean, I'm sure Jeff isn't going to take care of it. It's my property that he's going to have to put them on, I'm not buying shrubs.
What I'm saying is, it's unfair to say I wouldn't take care of them, but if this solves the problem, I'd be happy to buy and maintain shrubs from here to here.
And you're going to maintain it?
Yeah, if you'd like me to. You can even pick the shrubs. I'll pay for them.
If it's half grass.
I really don't think we want shrubs there. I mean, it's,
Well, what we're trying to...
somebody's going to be knocking them over too.
What I'm trying to do is figure out the
What you
solution.
can do to make me happy.
No, just to assuage the situation so it's not a problem. I'm not...
Happy, just the way it is. I just tell them to not go over in the lawn.
Okay, so this is not an issue then.
I mean, like a sign on the garage that says, private property, this, please stay on the pavement. Would that be?
I mean, can't they just put something in these rooms that these people stay on, that this lady doesn't want people driving on their front lawn?
Sure. I could write something up.
And the only other thing I could think of is maybe put a chain, like those things that they have that you can move
Oh,
around
like
and,
posts and chain.
yeah, those,
Sure.
Well, like those
they're
little
gonna be
fiberglass
knocked over.
reflectors, like for the snowplows? Would that be
yeah.
something?
And it's gonna be pain in the neck for your snowplow person if you get a snowplow person.
I have a snowblower now.
And they're gonna be knocked over, have to be taken care of.
Listen, this is to help assuage this issue
I
with
really
you.
think we should just leave it the way it is and just make a big note and see how it works out.
Okay, that sounds fine to me. Problem
It
solved?
sounds like you guys are.
I mean, I really am not happy having anything alongside of it if something has to be maintained. If I'm
Well,
mowing
Jeff
the,
would have to take care of it, if there
Right.
were shrubs there. They would be his
Would the
shrubs.
post and the chain make you happy?
Yeah, how
And then
about
I-
post and chain?
you have to mow down the, alongside of it. It's just gonna be a pain in the neck.
I
I
think,
mean, if you,
what if we put in that the driveway and the parking has to be designated? And whatever that means to keep cars from going on, whatever you can do to designate it and to make sure it works.
Sure.
That's,
And to keep the driveway clear.
right.
Don, could you point out the area on my map that we're talking about here?
Jeff, I would think you getting a message through to these people would be fairly simple, right? Sure. Whether when they sign up or somewhere in their rooms or somewhere in their paper, I mean, that's not a hard thing.
Yeah, it's not, it's something I can include in like a guide that we send people or something.
Yes.
That's not a big deal.
Part of the house rules or, right? Would
I
that,
don't see what
would that be
deals on
something?
something like
Yeah,
that.
would that make you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy to do
That
that.
would be acceptable.
Sounds like a solution then.
She's saying people are pulling.
We're this close. Right.
Cut across here, Jack. It's just another piece of thing that I have to think about.
No. I mean, if there was, if anything had to go there, we would have to draw something up that would say it would be my responsibility to take care of. But it is on, it being on your property, it's your choice whether or not you want it. But since we've come to a resolution, you know, I feel like it's sort of a non-issue. I notify my guests that, and explain exactly where the property is. I'll even let you see what I write up.
That's all you have to do, and you know, you're gonna get a couple people that are going,
Well, the one time, my only experience with seeing this happen, and I mean, you see it all the time, but like the only time I saw that was when I had when Dylan was plowing my lawn and he turned around on your yard.
oh no, you have many customers that are pulling out of, I mean, I don't think they don't know how to drive or something, I don't know what the problem
Simple
is.
reflector sticks.
Yeah.
It seems to be that person that's coming from over on that, way over on the other side that's trying to get around these cars that are parked over here, and I mean, it's
Show me
a
on
pain.
the, show me on the map. So this is 214.
It's
and
not
here's
very
my driveway.
structured, let me clear
And how
you.
about a parking space, does that include the shoe
You
cars
could
that
take
they
that
own?
circle out in front of your house and then make like
See that driveway?
horizontal